Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to Brewing with Magic. Well, we recently had a member of the Brew Crew ask on our Discord what was one of the easier decks to play that was still super strong and can climb the ladder really well. And the two decks that we suggested were Mono Green Aggro and Mono White Aggro. Well, we've already put out the Mono Green deck, so I figured I should put out a Mono White Aggro deck as well. But before we get into that, if you will do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It's fast, it's free, but it means the world to me. Also, by the end of this video, if you would please not only rate the video, but also comment down below. We get 1 point for both, but if you do both, we get 4 points on that YouTube algorithm, and it really helps out the channel. So let's get into today's deck. Now, one thing I am also going to note before I start talking about this is I didn't set up the games that you're going to see, and every single game I played is against a mono white deck. I had a lot of losses you're not going to see. I have a lot of wins you're not going to see. I kept just getting rid of decks, getting rid of games, until I found someone that wasn't playing mono white as well, and it never ended up happening. So that's why you're going to see me playing nothing but other mono white decks, and all I can say is the matchmaker is definitely busted right now. Please fix that, Wizards of the Coast. So let's get into it. First, our removal package, we have 2 Portable Holes and 2 Fateful Absence. It just really helps us stay aggressive early game and just keep attacking our opponent over and over, and that's pretty much what our main goal is in the deck. In our 1-drop slot, we have a really neat 1-drop here. It's a new one, Hopeful Initiate. It's 1 white for a creature human warlock at 1/2. It has training. Whenever this creature attacks with another creature with greater power, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. And then it also has the ability to pay 1 white and 2 colorless, remove 2 +1 counters from among creatures you control, destroy target artifact or enchantment. We're probably not going to be using that ability a whole lot, but it's there if we need it. And then we also have 4 Usher of the Fallen. It's a really strong, solid 2/1 creature that triggers Hopeful Initiate at least once and can get us some extra cardboard out of thin air by boasting and getting ourselves a 1/1 human warrior token. Then in our 2-drop slot, we have 3 Intrepid Adversaries. Kind of helps us make our creatures bigger, gives us lifelink. Don't be afraid if you have no other plays on turn 2 to throw this as a turn 2 creature, though. Make sure you don't hold on to it, trying to get that value later and slowing yourself down. And then we have 4 copies of Luminarch Aspirant, as well as 4 copies of the reprinted Athalia, Guardian of Theraben. I love this card. It's a 1 white, 1 colorless, legendary creature, human soldier with first strike. Non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast, and it is a 2/1. Now, if you have something to do like, I don't know, a Faithful Absence or Portable Hole, and you don't have enough mana to do it after this is on the board, don't be like me and accidentally throw that first because you got excited. Make sure you're doing your other spells first, but these are the only ones in the deck that can really even affect this. And then at the 3-drop slot, we have some more removal, kind of, with 4 copies of Brutal Cathar. We have some Disruption with 4 copies of Elite Spellbinder. We have kind of some Disruption if they're playing Snow with the 3 copies of Redain. And I also like the backside of this card, especially if I already have a Redain down or my opponent's trying to go wide with a bunch of 1/1s. Don't forget that that Protector Shield can really do what it says and protect your life. It is amazing. And then we have 3 copies of Skyclave Apparition. And then at the top end of the deck, we have 1 Legion Angel with the 3 others in the sideboard. Some people like to have 2 in the main deck. I don't think the deck needs Legion Angel to win, but if you hit it, it just kind of solidifies the game for you. So maybe I should have 2 in the main and 2 in the side, but this is how I like to run it. And then we have 2 Cave of the Frost Dragons, 16 Snow-Covered Plains, and 4 Faceless Havens. The Cave of the Frost Dragons and Faceless Havens just really help us get around board wipes, as well as it gives us a mana sink when we have nothing to do with all that mana because we are such a fast deck in the early game. So that is the deck. I think you're going to enjoy it. Don't forget to stick around until the end for the summary. And without further ado, let's go ahead now and get into some gameplay. What do we got? Decupid. We go first with 3 lands, 2 or 4 plains, and 1 is a Cave of the Frost Dragon. Hopeful Initiate, Usher, Intrepid Adversary, and Brutal Cathar. We're going to hold on to that. I think we lead with the Hopeful Initiate. I'll pull out the Cave of the Frost Dragon next turn. If I draw another one, that was bad play. If I don't, we're good. Let's go ahead and throw out the other land. Oh, I like that. Luminarch Aspirant for the win this turn. Let's go ahead and swing in for 2. There's a second land for the opponent. Into there, Luminarch Aspirant. Tit for tat. No blocks. Oh, another Brutal Cathar. We're going to pop that onto the Luminarch Aspirant. And we'll put that on the guess next turn by putting it over here. Next turn, this gets bigger. I can just keep doing that. Could have got one more point this turn by putting it over here and then doing that next turn, but Luminarch Aspirant's probably going to stay back. Oh, there's their Brutal Cathar. We're going to have a Brutal Cathar. This is going to be... Okay. We're doing this. So, let's throw out the Usher of the Fallen. Brutal Cathar. Their Brutal Cathar. Get our Brutal Cathar. Take out their Luminarch Aspirant. Put a token. Now it's disappointing. I guess now I'm just going to do it here in case they keep those shenanigans up. I want that to get bigger. If they have a Brutal Cathar in their hand, well then this is just ridiculous. Intrepid. Probably pump it. We're going to do the same thing. Intrepid. Do the same. that was a game. Braha. Okay, goes first. We have 3 lands, 2 are plains, snow-covered variety. 1 space is Haven, Usher, Luminarch Aspirant, Thalia, and Skyclave. Apparition. Hello. Oh, they're going. Usher of the Fallen is the play. And we're gonna just do the same thing. Thalia. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and just block. And we'll play, I could play a Thalia as well. Yeah, let's do the Thalia also. Adeline, coming down. Let's go ahead and we'll block the token. Take 2. Play our land. Skyclave. Adeline. Swinging for 2. And the turn. Okay. Okay, we have a Faceless Haven out already. Let's go ahead and put out Luminarch Aspirant, because it starts getting our Thalia bigger. No attacks, and the turn. We're going to have to take a hit here, probably, if they attack with the Adeline. We might be putting Redain on the Protector Shield side. There's another Redain. Or their Redain, not another. I guess it's getting really expensive to play that at the moment. Let's go ahead and put out our other Faceless Haven. Doesn't matter, they tapped either way. If I do this in the air... I mean, we're not going to get a lot of value off of this, but that's okay. If we do this in the air, I think we win this fight, right? Let's just bounce this time. And let's go ahead and just attack with our Thalia. See how they want to respond to this. They'll take some damage. Usher, and I'm assuming they're going to play this. Intrepid, what up? Could you have a perfect last card? More perfect? So we'll definitely block this. And take 7. Ouch! Yes, please. We'll go ahead and Brutal Cathar the Adeline. Let's put the token on the flyer. Let's go ahead and attack with our Thalia. And, yeah, just that. Okay, we trade Thalias. Oh, wow. Must be nice to be a gangster. We get a Redain, eh? Okay, we're going to throw Protector Shield. We'll go ahead and pump up our Redain. Let's get in with Redain. Take him down to 10. Land off the top for the opponent. Let's throw a land out, tapped. Get ourselves another flyer out, just in case. Let's go ahead and pump up the Redain. Back with Redain. And the turn. Coming in with Adeline. That resolves. Got it. Yep, Paris. Let's do this. When we go first, we have 3 lands, 2 snow-covered plains, and a Faceless Haven. Portable Hole, Thalia, Redain, and Skyclave. No turn 1 play, unfortunately, especially going first, because we have the Portable Hole only. But we do have a Thalia into a Skyclave / Redain. Okay, let's go ahead and throw out another plains, get the Thalia out, pass it back. We'll probably go Redain because we're going to hold on to Skyclave for when they go Brutal Cathar or Skyclave of their own. There's a Luminarch Aspirant. We'll just... so we throw out... We throw out the Craven the Frost Dragon. We're going to Portable Hole that. And swing for 2. It's just too much value. They're going to start getting outvaluing us with that creature, so it's better just to take a turn off for the Redain. There's the Skyclave Apparition. So let's throw out a Faceless Haven, and let's Skyclave Apparition their Luminarch Aspirant. Attack. Pass it back. If we had a land off the top, we'd go Redain and Luminarch. Ooh, Stonebinder's Familiar. Do they have the backup plan? They do. Okay. Let's go ahead and just... They get a bigger token than us, but we're just clearing the board. There's a land off the top, like I said, but not the one we needed. Let's go ahead and get Redain on the board. No attacks in the turn. The lead Spellbinder is going to mess up our plans a little. They'll probably hit the Luminarch Aspirant. That's fine. That's exactly actually what I wanted. They got themselves a 3/3, a wolf now. Or, sorry, dog. Spirit dog. No blocks. Okay, so that kind of messes me up too, because I wanted to throw this on the front side. Yeah, we're still going to do it. We're still going to do it. Let's get that shield out there. Let's swing in with our Redain. Pass it back. These are going to be good, especially if I could hit another land, do them on the same turn. Reading that one. Maul the Skyclaves. That is going to be an issue. I think I actually need a land off the top right now. You got a 5/5 flyer. There we go. So we've got a 4/5 that doesn't kill that yet, so no attacks. I mean, this doesn't kill us either. Yes! They don't have anything to counteract it. Yes! Windswept. Hello. We go first with 2 lands. One's a plains, one's a Faceless Haven. 2 hopefuls, 2 ushers, and a Luminarch Aspirant. We're going to keep it. And we'll lead with a hopeful. Pretty good. I wish we had another plains. If we hit a plains off the top, I think we're going another hopeful into an usher. That way we can start triggering both of these. Unless they have a Portable Hole, they're already kind of reading that card, so we don't know what's going on. We got another read. Mono blue. Okay, we did not hit another white source. So, if they have removal, if there isn't, they're going to have removal. So Luminarch Aspirant is not the play, in my opinion, because this is still going to trigger this next turn as long as we have it. If they have removal, we weren't going to get the trigger anyways. Okay. No, they're white-blue. Brutal Cathar's the play. Let's see. I think they're going to try to kill this, so let's go ahead and swing in with both and get that trigger. Oh, they just let that happen, huh? I'm going with another Initiate. Next turn, I'll go Luminarch Aspirant, and we'll pump up the Usher, which will plus both of these. Redain. Okay. So like I said, we're going Luminarch Aspirant. We're going to plus this here, and then we're going to swing in with everything. There's not a lot of good profitable blocks here for the opponent. That's just, we're just bouncing right there. They can wipe out the Usher. Yeah, okay, I thought that would be the play. Pretty good play there. We bounce off each other. Pass it back. I really need another land, and I want it to be white. Preferably not a Cave of the Frost Dragon. That would be amazing. There's their Skyclave. We have so many... I mean, we got removal, too. Well, one triggers the other. And then we'll throw the Intrepid Adversary. I mean, we're literally losing to the Shuffler here. Come on, deck. Come on, baby. They're continuing to move forward. We're not. Luminarch Aspirant, that's going to be a bit of a problem with this. At least we only bounce this turn off of each other. They don't kill us. Land off the top would be amazing. Thalia is somewhat interesting. Let's throw the Thalia first, just in case they have anything tricky in their hand. Rarities. You got it. So we're going in. Oh, I shouldn't have gone in with the Intrepid Adversary. I wasn't... Oh, they're gonna... Do they... What? That play made no sense to me. But, that's okay. All the lands. None of the lands. Elite Spellbinder. They can't get both of these, so they're going to have to pick one. Smarter play would be the Brutal Cathar, because then we have to have another white source. I can't do that with value for 2 turns, so interesting play. To put the counter on the Redain. Boom! I think that might be the game. Let's hold on to our... Oh, it comes into play tapped! Oh yeah, I forgot! So... No attacks, end the turn. Comes into play tapped. We finally get a land. Of course we get the land after the Redain. Oh! Oh, shoot. I mean, they can't stop this next turn. Can't stop it, won't stop. Glasspool Mimic. Okay, they're going to mimic the Elite Spellbinder. I'm fine with that. Yep. Oh, they're coming in with that. Okay, are you giving up? Oh, hey, another land. Let's go ahead and throw that. I'm going to throw the Brutal Cathar. We're going to gobble up this Redain. Finally, we got some land. Macabre. We go first. We have 2 planes, a Faceless Haven, Portable Hole, Usher the Fallen, Intrepid Adversary, and a Luminarch Aspirant. Not a bad draw, and we go first. Let's lead with that Usher. Portable Hole. Okay. Portable Hole. I wouldn't have Portable Hole that. I would have waited a turn, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and... You know, next turn I can Portable Hole and Luminarch Aspirant. I'm just going to rethrow the Usher. Just kind of like bait something out from them. There's their Usher. So we'll throw a land. Yeah, let's just do the play we were already discussing. I wanted Elite Spellbinder here. We're going to wait a turn. If they have Elite Spellbinder, they Spellbind our Spellbinder, then And these are the things that happen. If they're going to kill one of these creatures, it'll probably be this first. So I'm going to keep pumping the Usher. Or I'll start going back and forth. But we want to start on the Usher. That way if they remove the Luminarch, we still have... There's the portable hole. And then their Luminarch Aspirant. Okay. We got a Intrepid Adversary. Let's go ahead and throw out an Elite Spellbinder and see what they're up to. Brutal Cathar is probably the best thing we could do here. Let's go ahead and swing in and see if they want to trade that 3-2, or that 2-2. Here comes Adeline. Got it. Oh, we got our land, so we'll go Intrepid Adversary. We will pump it up, and then we will attack in the air for 4. Brutal Cathar is going to take out our Elite Spellbinder. Are they going to pump up something else? Yeah, they are. That's good for us. We got another land, so we're going to go ahead and do another Intrepid Adversary. We're going to auto-pay. And we're swinging. We be swinging. There's no good blocks for our opponent here at all. And they have to block one. So they either give us back our Elite Spellbinder, lose their Luminarch Aspirant, or say bye-bye to Adeline. No good blocks. So we get the Spellbinder back. They take 5. We get to look at their hand again. We'll choose that. No good blocks for our opponent at all. They had to have hit a land off the top to play the Adeline, of course, or the Brutal, but they did get it. It's going to take out the Elite Spellbinder. And if they attack with anything, we win. And, is that... Vigilance. Never mind. Never mind. They have Vigilance. We can at least block the 2-1. Or the 1-1. Sorry. Oh! It does not win us the game per se, but we will go ahead and... It does. It wins us the game. Okay. Okay, Brew Crew, that is going to do it for Mono White Aggro, and it's one of my favorite kind of decks to play. I wish it was Mono Red, but they just aren't giving Mono Red any love right now, so instead we have to go the Mono Green or the Mono White route. You can do variants of those, even put them together, Mono White with Mono Green. They all kind of work, but at the moment, this is the best aggro deck in the format, in my opinion. Green is good, but I don't think it's as aggro as this, so I do personally think that Mono White Aggro is the best one in the format right now. Now, for my playstyle, I don't really like to go to the Legion Angel, so I'm going to be cutting it just for my playstyle. If you like Legion Angel, go ahead and keep it in. I just think having one more portable hole is actually going to be a lot stronger in the current meta, especially if you're only playing mirror matches, but just in general. So depending on what kind of decks you're seeing, you can rip out that Skyclave, or you can rip out those angels and put in the other portable hole. Otherwise, keep it how it is if you would like. Let's go over what I think is safe to craft and not craft. Since I did just get rid of those Legion Angels, I think those are safe to craft, just so you know if you do want to play them and you don't own them. As far as the rest of the deck, Fateful Absence is a solid card to craft, in my opinion. Hopeful Initiate is a great card. If you're not going to be playing a whole lot of mono white, don't craft it. If you like this style, craft it, because this card is probably not going in a whole lot of other decks. It is definitely specific to a certain kind of deck, but it's safe to craft if you really enjoy mono white. Same thing goes with Intrepid Adversary, Luminarch Aspirant, Thalia. In fact, every other card in this deck is pretty much... okay, well, let me take that back. Brutal Cathar, Elite Spellbinder, and Skyclave Apparition probably see play in other decks, maybe even Redain. So you could craft these, period, but everything else is kind of like a linear to like a mono white plan. So there's nothing in this deck that's really not okay to craft, but I'd say from here down, craft only if you enjoy playing these kind of decks, and from here up, these could probably end up finding a home in other decks, you know, playing blue, red, green, who knows. But these go in a lot of other decks and kind of get splashed. More so these first three nowadays than Skyclave because of those two white pips. People are going more Brutal Cathar, but You get my point there. And then, as always, land is always safe to craft, in my opinion. You're not wasting wild cards there ever. So that is the deck. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, nothing but mirror matches, and that's all the matchmaker I tried to find. I spent many an hour trying to find, a couple of hours, maybe 3 even, working on this deck, trying to find mono white mirror matches, and it just never happened. So I hope you enjoyed it either way. Please leave us a comment and rate the video. We get 1 point for both, like I said, but if you do both, we get 4 points on that YouTube algorithm. Please hit that subscribe button. It's fast, it's free, but it does mean the world to me. Hit that notification bell so that you know whenever we have new content come out. And as always, until next time, have a blast in the arena.